EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Hold the ring. Go. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. He's inside the 40, down the sideline to the 20, and they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Browns are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's our first carry for their running back. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
Downfield, got him, man, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. He'll get about 2. Jair Brown on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Again, it's Judkins. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
In confirmation for the Browns.
Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Flush to his right. He'll take his shot. Looking for Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Yes, what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. Third down coming up. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here we go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. The extra point is good. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Easy. Read it, 44.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Red on red.
Now a toss play, running left. Whoa! And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
go. There we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one not quite on target. That was too much. That one falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They run it once more with Judkins. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by his tight end, Fanning.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Here's 2nd and 9.
18, here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey.
Out of the gun, here's a run of the gut. Into space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
This is fielded inside the 5. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks.
Ready.
Send a man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. On the check. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
We'll run it with Judkins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the jump. Get up. Cowboy in. Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, Judkins. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Ready? Browns. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Crack up.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Judkins. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
That's good for the Steelers.
Take right open.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And mark them down up beyond the 30. On a of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. Right side. It's Firemove. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Metcalf left side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
7-yard line.
Hey, son. Go.
Now Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. That catch number 40 on the season for him. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
13, Lou. 30 left. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 2nd touchdown this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Fairbanks to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh! And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Man in motion, heading right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. 2nd down, they need 7.
Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. They'll send their tight end left.
Ready, ready?
Out of the pistol, a run with Judkins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Running left is Judkins. He gets free. And he will score again. Touchdown, Browns. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Crazy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ready. On red.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Hey, hey.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A short one that is caught by Fannin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
First down.
Ready, go.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Bob. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 16. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hey, take right open. This one's hot. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 88 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On the ground, Judkins. Not much happening there, just a short game. From 23, here's second and 9.
Hey, 19 sight. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. And into traffic, but taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go.
Here's Judkins now as we begin the fourth quarter.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
On red.
First and goal at the 9.
Here's a run. A short kick down to the center.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. A gain of 3.
Here now, second down and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. Gonna bring up a fourth down. Kaimi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. From the 33, here's second and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
Hey, easy, route.
Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackles 8 at the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 21, here's second and 6.
Hey, go. Hey, Soko.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a second and 6. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up.
Oh, a loose football. The Browns have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Ready, quick. Cut back to you. Cut back. Ready. Pass the stick. Top it all 18.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Now third down and long.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Pass it on 80. 60 Nazareth, 60 Nazareth. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers winners as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my